Thank you, Bill. Let me first of all say welcome to all of you on behalf of the entire City Council to our second annual State of the City program. We thought it was a great success last year. I think you'll find it to be an even greater success this year. I want to tell you first of all what we hope you'll get out of this event this evening, kind of as a pro forma. First of all, we're going to talk about the accomplishments of the city in 2024, and there were quite a few. We're going to give you a sneak preview of what to expect in 2025 and beyond. And then we're going to give you an opportunity to interact after these presentations with City Council, with the city staff, with our department heads, with our administration. And we'll be doing that at the various stations out in the lobby. And I think it will be very informative to you. So if you do have questions, feel free to ask them at that time. I know there may be questions that you might have tonight that we can't give you all the answers to, but we'll go back and figure out the answers to those questions and provide those answers to you at a later date. First of all, let me focus on the city's accomplishments in 2024. And they were, quite frankly, many, many good accomplishments. We completed over $5 million in capital improvements for streets and sidewalks, which we will be expanding on in 2025. Forgive the inconvenience, but it's for the betterment of the city and our traveling public. We completed the new City Hall facade, which is an absolutely outstanding facility in keeping with the tradition of Montrose and our other city campus facilities. And we're very, very proud of that. And as citizens, I think we all should be proud of the new City Hall we have downtown, which not only shows what kind of a city Montrose is in terms of letting people know what we do here and how involved we are as a community, making this a more beautiful place for us to live and inviting others to join us. And our Deputy Superintendent, Ann Morgan Thaler, is going to speak to the new facade here in just a few minutes. We also, in 2024, had the sale and closing of the historic City Hall. As you know, we moved into the old bank building where I was talking about the facade. And that is our new City Hall right there on Main and Cascade. The old City Hall was sold and closed, as I said, in 2024. And I'm going to speak a little bit more about that here in a moment. We also created in 2024 what we call the Montrose Permanent Fund. And that's a partnership between the City of Montrose, Colorado Mesa University, and the Colorado Mesa University Foundation. And again, I'm going to speak to that in a little more detail in a moment. We also had voter approval of an increased lodging tax. We were about the lowest in the state of Colorado. We have, by voter approval, increased that lodging tax, and we will have more revenues generated in that regard. And the ballot question specifically pointed out the areas where those funds would be used. So our citizens, it wasn't just an up and down vote for a greater sales lodging tax. It was an up or down approval of specific uses of that lodging tax. Also in 2024, we adopted a complete overhaul of our land use code in the city of Montrose. And we paid particular attention in the revisions to the land use code of trying to make housing more affordable, more attainable as we looked through the regulations, and our staff did an amazing job of going through and helping us cull out those areas where, in our code, where we could be more efficient and where we could reduce and help to reduce costs for obtaining attainable housing. In 2024, we also approved and established a child care facility, which hopefully will go online in early 2026. And this is a child care facility for city employees as well as other public sector employees. And we're really excited about that because that's one of our biggest problems is child care and having child care for our employees, quite frankly, in the public and the private sector. And this is what we're trying to do to enhance the opportunity to find housing so we can bring really good people into our city organization, such as we have today. Also, we saw the opening in 2024 of the Rathbone Boutique Hotel, which is an amazing facility that I'm sure all of you have seen, and if you haven't been in it, I encourage you to go in and take a tour. It's amazing. From all accounts that I hear, it is doing a wonderful job, and it has really added vitality to our downtown area. In that regard, it was just announced a few days ago that this hotel is being awarded the Colorado People's Choice Award, awarded by History Colorado, and that award will take place on April 2nd. And it is only one of 5 awards given by the state of by History Colorado. So we're very happy for the Rathbone Hotel folks for that accomplishment. It speaks greatly to their foresight, what they hope to accomplish, as well as that of the cities. Because we're very proud as a city to have been a small part of the restoration of that facility, because we are committed, and I think this is an example of our commitment as a city to the historic preservation of our downtown, and this speaks volumes towards that. As I mentioned a moment ago, we established the Montrose Permanent Fund in 2024, as I said, a partnership between Colorado Mesa University, the CMU Foundation, and the City of Montrose, whereby the City of Montrose is contributing $1 million, and the university is contributing $500,000 to a permanent fund that will grow over time, be fully funded, I believe, in 2029, if I'm not mistaken. In any event, this will be a permanent fund, and the use of those funds will be for seeking out professors, seeking out new curriculums, seeking out new facilities, expanding the facilities in Montrose, which will happen in the future as we continue to grow, as Colorado Mesa University continues to invest in our community, and we're very proud of the strong and flourishing partnership that we have with the university. And in that regard, coming back to the fact that we sold the historic City Hall this year, or in 2024, it was very important for this council to retain that facility as a public facility. And by that, I mean it would be used not by just a private developer, but would continue to have a public purpose going forward. We were fortunate enough to find a developer who bought the facility with the idea of continuing its use as a public facility. And in fact, we were able to create in this Montrose Permanent Fund partnership with CMU a commitment from the developer to actually focus on a hospitality curriculum that CMU has bought into, And so now, with the initial funds generated by this, this fund, we will have, for the first 3 years, a commitment to developing the hospitality curriculum of Colorado Mesa University at the old City Hall, new restaurant and hotel. So it will not only become a facility that brings additional vibrance to our downtown for the hotel, as well as an excellent restaurant. And the restaurant will be in that portion. It's not the actual City Hall, but I think you all know what is now known as Cascade Hall, which used to be the original fire station in the city of Montrose, that then became council chambers before council moved to the current council chambers. That will become the restaurant associated with this hotel. So it will be a facility for guests to come to our city, enjoy our downtown, enjoy everything that we have to offer, and stay here, and as we say in Montrose, play everywhere. But it will also become a teaching facility for our kids in Montrose and the surrounding area. So I think, quite frankly, it is a home run for the whole community and what it will bring to not only our historic preservation, but also to future generations from a higher education standpoint. Also the sales and lodging tax revenues that it will generate going forward. So there are so many positive things, and again, a contribution to the historic preservation of our downtown area. One thing that I do want to say is that, we've had a lot of accomplishments in 2024. We're a growing and vibrant community, and yes, there's a lot of things that we need to look at. There's a lot of things that we need to refine. There's a lot of things we need to improve on. We know that. But this city, my friends, is headed in the right direction, in my opinion. We are doing the things that are necessary to make this an even greater place for all of our citizens to thrive, to live, work, be educated, play, all of the things that we think are necessary to a fruitful life in today's society. So yes, there are those who might object to some of the things we do, but I tell you one thing, we are focused, we are committed, and we will continue to do what is best for the entire citizenry of the city of Montrose. And I believe that we will see even greater things in 2025 and going forward than what we have seen in 2024. I personally believe this can only happen where we have a partnership between the leadership of our city and the citizens of our city, and that we bond together. We may agree, we may disagree, but we are one marching forward to make this a better place for all of us to live. And so I ask you, as you sit here this evening and listen to the presentation by staff members who are incredibly talented, and you go out in the lobby and you take the tour around and see all of the things that the city is doing, and have our staff and our city council answer your questions, I hope you will see that we are on the right track, and we just need to keep this trajectory and keep moving forward. And thank you very much.